Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Nayaat. Brand Nayaat is a brand new perfume brand from House of Orientica. House of Orientica doesn't need introduction. Many of you are familiar with. They are one of the best perfume houses from United Arab Emirates. They've been around for a few years, and the emphasis on the house because they make everything inside the company from the raw materials to the perfume itself. And also they don't make anything else apart from perfumes and perfume related products, so that makes them a very high-end niche house. So this line has right now, they just launched it about a few days ago, and they sent me perfumes to review for you guys, but as always these reviews are all mine. Nothing is being tampered with. They didn't tell me what to say, and there's no affiliation, there's no sponsorship, there's no money exchange, nothing. Just review and information for you guys out there. So this one in particular called Nayaat, what was the name of it? Red Sugar Kiss. Red Sugar Kiss, and this is EDP 100 ml. In United Kingdom you can find it around £75 from their own website, Orientica website, orientica.co.uk, and also orientica.com. If you are interested you can go and check them out. They ship globally, I think, but obviously you have to pay the shipping. So this one in particular is targeted unisex, and to my knowledge is completely unisex. Anybody, ladies and men, can wear it, no problem whatsoever. In terms of presentation, wow, look at this beautiful box, beautiful presentation, beautiful look, sits in this gallery. Everything about it shouts quality, high end. If you want to impress and give loved ones a very nice perfume to impress them, this is the way to go. The bottle itself is luxury, it looks good, it's super heavy, is almost the glass is so thick, it's almost crystal, and the cap is super heavy. The atomizer is pressurized, so everything is top notch. £75, yes, you're paying £75, but you're getting so much stuff in here, plus the highest quality juice, highest quality perfumery, so everything is top notch here. They didn't skimp on anything. I cannot pinpoint, say okay, this is the only caveat in this. So presentation, perfection, and highest end you can get for a price. There is no company in Europe, the big perfume brands, they give you presentation like this for £75. No way. They're always the simplest of the simplest. Okay, so if you want to something very beautiful, not only in the hand, in the eye, this is the way to go. In terms of longevity, I'm very happy to say this is a beast mode. Yeah, it's a beast mode. My skin went over 12 hours. On t-shirt materials goes days, if not weeks. So very thick, very dense, very long lasting, very strong. The only caveat, and I mean it's not a caveat, but the only thing is you go, or at least I went blind nose to it very quickly. So the combination of notes and accords in here is in a way that your nose will get used to it super quick and you won't notice it yourself. But after 10-12 hours, I saw a friend of mine yesterday, I was wearing this, I put it on in the morning, something like 9-10 in the morning, and in the evening when I went to see my friend, he said, wow, you smell fantastic, and I couldn't smell it myself at all. So I said, wow, that's interesting. And I said, describe the scent to me, and he described it perfectly, which was this one, the obviously Bakar Rouge 540 inspired perfume. So very long lasting, very strong in terms of projection, and arm length of projection, or maybe even 2 arm length of projection for around 4 to 5 hours, and after that it slowly subsides. You always have a big bubble, big cloud, and a big trail. I went crazy and I put 10 sprays of it, and that was super strong. So I advise you, if you are going to get it, start with 3 or 4 sprays and start to increase if it's not ample enough, because 2 things. One is the very strong and dense and thick and long lasting. The other thing is very loud, is super loud, is beast mode, and also the pressure, the atomizer puts out juice so much because it's pressurized. It goes so each sprays of this is like 2-3 sprays of a normal spray, so be careful with the trigger. So let's get into the who is it for. This is definitely, as I said, is unisex, and it is a little bit on the mature side. I would say 25 years and older to be in safe side. Although the DNA in here is very friendly, almost there's nothing in here to challenge anybody. There's nothing, no funkiness in here. But because of the complexity of this fragrance, and also the hint of that bitter, sweet combination, it is a little bit, makes it on the mature side. So I think and a mature nose will appreciate this better than a youngster. And in terms of occasion, this is super opulent. So it's very good for going out, for evening, for special occasion, for close encounter, for dating, for going to dinner, for going to special ceremonies like weddings and birthdays, things like that. It's very opulent. In terms of season, this is better suited for cooler weather because of that big leather in the base. But if you are wearing it in the cool summer evening, you can wear it. But if it's a high heat during the day, it could be cloying. And in terms of the season, yes, I said the things I had to say. Let's go to the perfume itself. This perfume, as the name suggests, red kiss sugar, or red sugar kiss, it is inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540 and is almost identical. I couldn't find anything different from here to the T. Okay, so it's very similar, 95% plus similarity to Baccarat Rouge EDP. Baccarat Rouge EDP is about £300 to £350 for 100 ml. This is around £75, so you do the math. But you're not skimping on quality. The quality here, it matches the quality of 540 Baccarat Rouge. If you put them side by side and you blindfold people, they would never ever can tell the difference. I tried myself to do it and I couldn't tell the difference. I put this one on this hand and I have samples of Baccarat Rouge 540 and put it on this hand, and like I checked it yesterday about 10 times. I see maybe a little bit of difference here and there, and when they develop and when they change, maybe they go different direction. Nothing, identical to the T. Okay, so very similar to each other. You cannot tell the difference. The only difference, minute difference, and when we say difference, this is around 5% difference, that is the bitterness in here is a little bit amped up. So that bitter leather in the base, or oak-mossy feel to it, is a hint of basically they amped it up a little bit. And that is good for me because although I like Baccarat Rouge 540, I'm not a big fan. I mean, it's not a love for me. But in here, somehow they managed to make it so appealing that I actually super enjoyed it yesterday and today wearing it. So, identical, yes. Differences, very tiny amount, and that is the dry down. It gets a little bit more bitterness than the Baccarat Rouge itself. But everything else is just basically from beginning to the end is almost there. And as I said, in terms of quality, very similar. I couldn't tell the difference in terms of quality. In terms of perfumery, similar thing. It's just nuts that big name like Baccarat Rouge 540 by Francis Kerjan, they charge you that much, and Orientica is making exact same perfume with exact specification and exact quality and everything else, but they charging you £75. You know how it works. They charging you for a few things: name, marketing, advertising, and all these things cost. Okay, so Orientica don't have these things, so they don't pass the cost on you consumers or on us consumers. So very, very good value for money in terms of what you get and what you pay. Smells like £300 plus perfume, looks like £300 plus perfume, feels like £300 perfume. So everything about it is just absolutely top notch from the beginning to the end. Beautiful perfume. So let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown. In terms of note breakdown, and this is according to Orientica's website. So this Nayaat Red Sugar Kiss EDP 100 ml is targeted unisex, and on top we have jasmine and orange. In the mid we have saffron and praline. In the base we have oak moss, amber, and seaweed. Forget the seaweed. I don't get seaweed at all. Maybe the bitterness coming from seaweed, I don't know, but I don't think so. Seaweed has got a very distinctive smell to it, and I love seaweed in my perfumes, you know, because I have a couple of perfumes in my collection that they are seaweed heavy, that basically very, very challenging for many noses, but I love it personally. Here I don't get any seaweed, or at least my nose, my skin, maybe some other people can detect it. So the jasmine and orange here giving that beautiful white floral feel plus that bitter orange. So the orange in here is quite bitter and is similar to orange that utilized in Terre de Hermes. So don't quote me and say this is similar to Terre de Hermes. No, it's not. It's very, very similar to Bacardi Rouge 540, but that orange bit of it is almost identical to the orange you smell in Terre de Hermes. So bitter orange, okay? And the jasmine in here is very smooth, it's very round. So the combination of the jasmine and the praline and the amber in here making it very, very smooth. So it's very smooth ride from beginning to the end, very creamy. The saffron here giving it that spicy tinge plus that leathery feel. So it's very, very leathery, especially the dry down gets leatherier, leatherier, and leatherier. And the leather in here gets a little bit dark and also a little bit rugged, plus a little bit of that bitterness increase in the dry down. I think myself there is a definite woods in the base, but they're not mentioning it. I'm getting similar vibe or similar feel to something like oud, or maybe Gaiac wood, or maybe Kashmiran wood, but there is a woods in the base. Definitely I could detect it, I could smell it, but they're not mentioning it in here. So you need to like this kind of woods to enjoy it. So that a little bit of resin feel coming from those woods, especially maybe there is a little bit of oud in here, but the oud in here is clean and also is not funky and none of those. Okay, so it's a internationally palated oud. The oak moss in here is quite strong, especially in the dry down, and that oak moss giving it a little bit of earthiness and also that bitter feel coming from the oak moss as well. The amber in here is effervescent and airy and transparent and the see-through, very, very airy. It's one of the most airiest perfume you ever smell, super airy in here. And the praline giving it a little bit of sweetness. Overall, it is sweet perfume, but it's not overly sweet. So it's done very well. Again, the balancing act in here is in perfection. So very well done. It's got a big sweet and sour feel to it, or sweet and bitterness feel to it, which is very, very nice. And also it's making it that feel of that Bacardi Rouge, which many people are big fan of, but that sweet, sour, or sweet and bitter feel of the perfume. So in here is very, very well done again. So if you like the description I gave you, if you like Bacardi Rouge, if you like very high quality, what this differentiate this one from the hundreds of Bacardi Rouge inspired perfumes out there is the quality of it. So this is the closest quality you can get to Bacardi Rouge itself is this one out of the hundreds of Bacardi Rouge inspired perfumes out there. So this is the best in my opinion out there if you like Bacardi Rouge 540, but you don't want to pay the big price for it. You want it reasonably priced, which is this one is £75. It's much more reasonably priced for the presentation, for the smell, for the quality, for the perfumery, for the smell, for the DNA. This is a bargain in my book. It's very, very high quality, highly recommended. I cannot praise it enough. But you need to like Bakar Rouge for to enjoy it. If you don't like Bakar Rouge, you will like this. If you like Bakar Rouge, you will love this. Okay, guys? If you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. This beauty is definite hidden gem. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So there are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That gives them the distinct character, very, very bold, very big personality to them, and they are super long lasting, and also they are very artistic and unique. They are like time capsule, they take a different place at different time, and they are super beautiful if I say myself. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye.